I misspelled the word strength in the context of a sentence whose point made the typo or the misspelling adorable. I didn't do it on purpose, but it was in a cover letter, right? That I sent out for 3 postings, which I'd already sent, which I'd already proofread. There's always one that slips by me. Always. There's always some Persian flaw. But it made me laugh because I kind of instantly clocked that in the context of an interview, right? If someone called me on this, which they may well, I mean, it would be within their rights, particularly because these jobs were like um, entry level editing and writing jobs, you know. I would be able to play it off as wit because it was actually quite witty. I went on to describe um, my strengths and weaknesses, and have a list of bullet points. The first bullet point being the fact that I was a poor speller. So it's interesting. It could be a real conversation starter, you know, like it's such a common word, so difficult to misspell that the person reading it, if they're a literary type, you know, or if they're a wordsmith, the thought may well occur to them that it's intentionally misspelled, and the way it fits in the context of the paragraph they might be charmed by. Or they might be what's the word? They might be like a very proud editor, you know, or hiring person, and on one hand feel the impulse to chastise or like, you know, manage, you know, but on the other hand will be wondering like, is this obviously a deliberate joke that I'm going to make a fool of myself for not getting, you know? And so that would kind of like, if by whatever chance they felt that, I would read that across the table and like play it to, you know, some advantageous effect. Not, I mean, in like an interview, you know, I would like use that as like a thing to bond over. It's not exactly, it's not manipulation. It's just social magic. It's what we all do, you know. Um, what's my point? My point is, for whatever reason, right now, this is just another one of those things that's on my mind, apropos of nothing. I really like the whole idea of turning weaknesses into strengths, you know, or capitalizing on I don't know, finding resources and things that um, other people regard as the, the refuge, not refuge, refuse, not worthy of resource. So I'm a poor speller, and I listed that in my as one of my qualifications for the job. Right? There's no way around it. I can't pretend that I'm not. I fully am. It's something I have to cop to. Um, so how am I going to do it? I'm not going to be apologetic for it. I'm going to find something positive about it. That's not that would be accepted on the other side. It's not like a rationalization. Do I have something, or am I just going to lie? You know, no, I have something. Because I'm a poor speller, I'm constantly, well, misspelling and misspelling words. If you're not a poor speller, you don't have that experience. Like, you spell a word and you know it's wrong, so you like try to reconfigure it and you come up with a different wrong spelling like multiple times. If you've never had that experience, like, it's like trying to pick up something that's slippery, like a bar of soap, and it exasperates you. Or whatever. It's funny. It's comical. There's like an element of intellectual slapstick to it that I've come to appreciate. I mean, I would prefer I were a perfect speller, but it is what it is, right? So here's my point. I used to do the looking up words thing in the dictionary, but that got kind of boring for some reason. So I went the etymology route, right? And I actually learned something about myself. I did this like reflexively, if not completely consciously, you know? This wasn't an idea I had. It was just something this wasn't advice that I got. I just started doing this. I started going to the online etymology dictionary. I wanted to learn how to spell words a long time ago. And I learned a lot about, if not the science of etymology, like the etymology of different words and, you know, the paradigm of it. And that became something that wasn't just useful for solving the problem, useful for like having a little foothold into a domain of knowledge, but like I enjoy it, unusually so. Like, I think about what things mean idly, in the way that you know, a tune will come into your head out of nowhere. Like, the etymology of words will kind of like, it's one of the things that is just part of the weird ecosystem of my psychic space that no one would. So I wrote that out. The fact that I'm a poor speller became my first bullet point. I kind of insinuated, by virtue of being a poor speller, I'm an etymology expert. Not explicitly. I wouldn't feel comfortable making that claim, but that would just be the direction that I would take the conversation, should that come up, you know. And it would allow me to like maintain the, I don't know, casual air of amicability that an interviewer would find receptive. I think this is funny. It's just a story I'm sharing with you right now because I feel like talking. And the real kicker is that I misspelled a basic word unintentionally as like a lead-in to this. So this whole thing, I'm quite pleased with it. You know, I got lucky. But is it luck? You know, maybe some part of my mind actually knows how to spell the word strength and like intervened. Does that happen? You believe in that? There's other stories about it. Very famous people do stuff like that. Whatever. That was a whole other, something else I was thinking about. What's my point? So I've got a thing in my pocket. They may not even notice the word is misspelled. I read it over several times. It's not impossible. But if they do, and like they want to talk about it, I've got this whole rich thing to say that I just have in my pocket that I may not even use. I love doing stuff like that. I hope this interview goes really well. If it doesn't, well, I'm probably just going to write some more cover letters tonight. So, what is today? It's like Tuesday. 18? I never pay attention to the actual date. Yeah. Tuesday, January 18th. It's about a couple minutes before. My grandmother used to say quarter till, or like quarter past, half past. Nobody ever says third. So third past 6 p.m. That's it. That's all I got. I just wanted to see you guys again, so.